If you're new to my channel, my name is Salsabilla and I make fashion videos, lifestyle videos, vlogs, so if you're into that, definitely hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss on a future video. Starting with the item that I picked up before my trip, this is quite exciting. I finally picked up my first Issey Miyake Pleats Please item. So Issey Miyake is one of my favorite designers out there. I guess you could say he's part of like the holy trinity in terms of Japanese designers next to Yohji Yamamoto and Rei Kawakubo. Mr. Miyake really loved the idea of pleated fabric, and he wanted for people to be able to wear it for everyday clothing and make it very wearable and really low maintenance, something that you can just chuck in the washing machine. And I also really love how his clothes take a really sculptural kind of shape to them. I think that's what makes them so beautiful, and they're so bouncy just from the natural, I guess, structure of the pleated fabric. So I'm a huge fan and I really cannot wait to collect more over time and really have it as part of my everyday wardrobe. I actually picked up the circle skirt because of the extra fabric around the edge. It kind of folds over when you wear it and it creates this really cool sort of sculptural look, and that is why I fell in love with it. Even though it came in a black as well, I chose this taupe color because I felt like it made the pleats fabric shine a lot more. It just creates like a really like three-dimensional look to it. Due to the nature of the fabric, it's very bouncy and it's very stretchy, so it's kind of like a one size fits all. The size range is really just for the length of the item rather than how it fits, which is great as well, very size inclusive for that reason. One of Mr. Miyake's most famous clients is none other than Steve Jobs. He was responsible for making Steve Jobs turtlenecks, and I thought that was really cool because I did not know that. Another one of Mr. Miyake's famous clients was Miss Zaha Hadid. She was one of the most renowned architects of our time. She's known for incredible sculptural buildings that uses a lot of curves in her design, and she was a huge fan, which is no surprise to me, so that was really cool as well. I'll be doing a whole video more about Issey Miyake and his design house. I have yet to do a lot more research myself, but something I'm very excited to speak on as well, so if you guys are into that, definitely subscribe and join. During my trip when I went to Indonesia, I picked up this from Mossimo Dutti. Essentially, Mossimo Dutti is a higher end brand within the Inditex company. They are a sister brand of Zara, so Inditex is the parent company that owns Zara, and it's kind of similar to how H&M and COS are. It's a completely different line of clothing. It's a more curated selection, a very boutique feel as well. They are more investment pieces and they're very classic pieces. Again, it's not anything super trendy, so I think that's important to note. I picked up this shirt dress and it is a beautiful Cupro fabric. I feel like it's like a thin flowy version of suede. It just feels really nice against the skin. It's really soft. This color is so interesting as well. It's like a blue, gray, slightly green. I haven't really seen it much in the more accessible sort of brand sector. I've mainly seen this on the runway. I think I've seen it before from Balenciaga. I think the combination of the fabric with this color is what makes it even more unique, because it sort of provides like this faded, distressed kind of look, and I just think that's so beautiful. So it's a long shirt dress, goes all the way to the ankle, and which is great for modest wearing myself. It's got pockets too. I mean, who doesn't love pockets? So you can definitely wear it open as like a little cardigan as well, with some flowy wide leg trousers and a silk shirt underneath, or you can just wear it buttoned up with some sandals. Can't wait to style this for you guys. Okay. I keep saying okay, but I'm not okay, I'm not ready yet. The next two items I picked up from COS when I was in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and I know they're both navy blue, but they're different, I promise you. It's an A-line top and it's made out of 100% cotton. It's a more structured fabric. The interesting thing about this is, even though it's made out of cotton, I feel like it's got a slight coating to it because it feels, again, kind of like suede-ish, and it's got like this matte look. It's got this really cute pleat at the front as well, and it's A-line, it's collarless, and I just think it's a very cute and feminine top without being obviously feminine, because you know, you still have that classic COS kind of Swedish minimal design. My mum really asked me to buy it because she says I very rarely dress feminine, so she was like, you gotta get this. And this one is definitely more on the opposite end. This is really oversized. This is a size small and it's massive. Even though this is also made out of cotton, this is like a scrunchy kind of cotton. You can even hear it when you wear it. I just thought that was like an interesting thing I noticed. This one has really nice long thick Alagi sapi besa kohagai. Cuffs, which I love because then you can sort of make it into a shirt jacket. Like you can just wear it open and wear like a t-shirt underneath and some wide leg trousers and some sneakers. Not sure if you can see, but it's double laid on the bottom, which I think is a really nice design detail. It's really oversized, but I kind of like that look. From COS, I picked up this beautiful beige top. This is another Cupro item, but this one has a blend of Cupro and Modal, so it's slightly more stretchy than the other one. It still has that beautiful structure and fluidity to the fabric, but it's just got a little bit of stretch. Beige is one of my favorite shades ever for anything. Interiors, clothes, shoes. I love beige. It's collarless, it's v-neck, and what I really loved about it is actually how it's split at the front, which I figured would be perfect to go with my Izumiyaki skirt, because my Izumiyaki skirt, if you wear it in a certain way, the pleat is actually at the front. So this is like the perfect opening for that, and I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like together. I'm so hungry. Okay, I can eat after this. The last item I picked up from COS is this beautiful coat. I've never really been drawn into getting a black coat anytime soon, just because they kind of remind me of funerals and people who work in government. I don't know why, it's so grim to me to own a black coat, so it's not something I considered on purchasing anytime soon, but this is an exception. It's so nice. Definitely an investment, but completely worth it. It is fully lined, it's 100% wool, it's a really nice heavy duty coat, it's classic, it's gonna last me for ages. I don't normally go for coats that have a drop shoulder seam because I don't have shoulders, so I always love things with structure, with really broad shoulders, with shoulder pads, but this is an exception. Where the drop shoulder is placed is not very far down. Normally it's quite far down and that's quite unflattering, but in this instance it's slightly down, probably like 5 centimeters from where your shoulder normally would be, and because of that it actually creates this perfect V shape. And it's a belted coat, I forgot to mention that. It's a belted coat. So as you can see there, when I belt it up, you can see that the drop shoulder perfectly creates this V illusion, and paired that with the lapels and where the lapels start to really narrow down. See, when you belt it, it just works. The lapels are a perfect size. They're not too thick, they're not too narrow, and they also narrow down at a point which is the smallest point in your body, which is your waist. It narrows down at the perfect point, and with the help of the drop shoulder it really creates that illusion of a V shape to your body, so it's very flattering. It's double-breasted as well, it's got pockets of course, and the sleeves are slightly more longer to really help create that V look as well. Very beautiful, very heavy, so I'm going to stop holding this now. The last item I have for you guys are a pair of pants from Inkoo Collection. So this is Inkoo's new in-house brand that they are doing, which I actually am quite digging at the moment. These are just a pair of wide leg pants. They're made of like a thick crepe fabric. They've got a really interesting like top stitching detail. So it's top stitching across the seam, but then the seam actually draws inwards a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the seam draws inward a little bit, which gives the illusion of like slimmer, of the pants being slimmer. So I think that's really cool. And it's got pockets as well, and it's just a really comfortable pair of wide leg pants. The very last thing I picked up is something I got from Net-a-Porter, and it is a pair of Regina Pio boots. I'm very excited about these. And these I've been eyeing for so long. So this is what they look like. How cute are they? So these are 100% leather. They're a beautiful like buttery, I think it's calfskin. They've got like a really pointy toe, but what I loved is the cap toe. I think the cap toe doesn't make it too pointy, and it still gives it a really interesting look with the snakeskin embossed leather. I love the heel as well. It's got this like it's a really cool like sculptural architectural detail, and it's just beautiful. When I tried these on, I was so happy because they are so comfortable. They're very lightweight. It's not heavy at all. I think it's because the heel is like made out of a plastic rather than a wood, because I noticed that a lot of ankle boots are quite heavy, and I think it's because of the wood heel. It's like a mushy leather as well, so it just sort of molds to you. But the cap toe kind of helps to maintain its structure as well, so it doesn't get mushy at the front, and it's a really good protective barrier to keep it from chipping too soon. If you guys have made it this far, thank you, first of all. Second of all, I know this is a lot of stuff, but I also want to reiterate that I don't promote and over consuming buying behavior. I don't shop often, and usually if I don't wear something anymore, I will either donate it or sell it. It really has to spark a lot of joy in me for me to want to purchase it rather than buy like 10 pieces. I'd rather just buy 1 or 2 pieces that I really love and well designed, well made. If you guys are enjoying my videos, again, don't forget to subscribe, and if you'd like, you can follow me on Instagram as well, which is where I usually post more daily updates on fashion and just what I'm doing from day to day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!